Hey guys, Chris Superfast RC, and today we're taking a look at this cool little hex driver. Well, it's not a little hex driver, it's quite a big hex driver from a Team Associated factory team. This is a 5mm hex driver, and it's not just any 5mm hex driver. If you can see, it has a little ridge right there, and I'm going to show you what that's for here in a minute, but that's brilliant. So this is the part number, it's part number 1506. It's by Associated, it's the factory team hex driver. And it's a 5mm. So why is 5mm so important? Well, that's the size of your pivot ball bushing. And also it's got this ridge, right? So you go ahead and put that in there and it stops. So you can get a nice feel for how your pivot ball is without the hex driver slipping around. See, this is what you get from the factory. It actually comes with the kit, which is nice that they include it, but it doesn't stop. So when you're inserting the pivot ball cap, let me show you right here. I'll show you what I mean. If I loosen it up, so it stops, right? With this guy, oh, I can hold it straight. It just slides through, and so it's really hard to get a nice, accurate threading without cross-threading the bushing. With the driver, with that little ridge it has, it lets you get a nice angle so you can get a good square aim on the thread. That way you don't strip your steering block out. I always like to have a little bit of play, not too much, but this is a really good tool. So I recommend this tool for this purpose alone. Let's see if it'll focus. So if you got a car, a pivot ball car, X-ray, Mugen, whatever you have, this should work as long as it's 5mm bushing. I think most of them are 5mm. So I recommend the driver, yes, for that. I think it's cool that they have that. Now, the associated handle and the driver set that it goes along with, the metric set, I can't say I'm a big fan of the handle. They kind of try to do the best of both worlds, go after the ProTech and the Hootie while also incorporating parts of the, get a better focus there, MIP design. So they don't have a knurling per se, but they also don't have the deep ridges like the MIP where you can get a good grip on it. It's kind of slippery, guys. Not going to be, I'm being honest. If your hand was covered in grease or oil, this guy's going to slide around. It's not going to work too well. The MIP, it's plastic, right? But it's got these nice deep ridges. So even if your hand does have oil on it, you can kind of smash your finger into the driver and it's not going anywhere. This thing, it's got the little holes, I guess, but right here, I mean, it's just kind of slick. And if you got a Hootie or something like this, obviously with the knurling, it's not going anywhere. If I'm working with shocks or anything greasy, these are my go-to because it's not super aggressive, but it's just enough to where you're not going to have an issue with grip. So as far as just a one-piece driver, just to have in your pit box, I think this is worth it. But would I buy the factory team set of tools from Associated? Not the current versions of them. Not a big fan of the handle design. It's big, it's chunky. You can compare it to the Hootie. It's, it's quite a bit bigger than the Hootie. It's basically on par with the MIP. The MIP might be a little bit bigger. But the MIP also, this is a 2.5. As you go down in size, they do drop in size. So, yeah, guys. Anyways, this is part number 1506. If you've got a pivot ball car, highly recommend picking this guy up. And we'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.